We can say this area was abundant in eelgrass. We've lost 70–80% of the eelgrass in this area. So as an indicator species, that's huge. It's not illegal to anchor in an eelgrass bed. A dock quite often has styrofoam floats that weren't encased in anything, but they're still styrofoam, they break up. So all that debris, it gets thrown in the ocean, whether it's an old engine out of a boat. I just know that when we used to walk through the eelgrass beds, all the fish and creatures that would run out, fly out from under your feet. So I look at the salmon and the herring and the others that rely on eelgrass and kelp as nurseries. I think the devastation, just the fact that the sheer numbers are gone.
Climate change is rapidly intensifying. We are seeing earlier spring flows coming from rivers. We are seeing rivers drying up later in the summer when adult salmon return to spawn. We're seeing warming waters in the ocean, increased ocean acidity. There are so many factors that are impacting salmon as they move into the marine environment. They are dependent on healthy nearshore habitats. These habitats, such as eelgrass and kelp, provide refuge for salmon from predators such as harbor seals, and they provide a lot of food resources for the young fish as they grow and get ready for life in the open ocean. The good news is that we can do something about this. The PSF Marine Science Program is working to understand the factors impacting juvenile salmon when they first enter the marine environment. We are also very focused on finding levers for change. Working with partners, we can protect and restore estuaries and nearshore habitats. We can remove marine debris. We can restore connectivity and health of these habitats. We can replant eelgrass and kelp. And we can give salmon the best fighting chance to better evade predators and find safe havens to rear before they venture out into the open ocean.
When I first started guiding, when I was a teenager, we'd expect to have a sockeye opening 2 out of every 4 years. Now, we're lucky if we have a sockeye opening once every 4 years. I would say that I started doing a lot of the citizen science back in probably 2008, 2009. And by participating in some micro-trolling, some sampling, I'm getting a better idea of exactly what stocks are where and when. I think it's important to get involved in tagging salmon because we want to understand what they're doing at every stage of their life in order to understand when they're having the most hardships. It gives us a better idea of what management decisions and what habitat type restoration efforts could be utilized in order to increase survival. And the more data we have, the more scientists at the PSF, BCCF, all kinds of great organizations can figure out exactly where salmon need the help the most.
Through our research and habitat restoration work in the marine and nearshore environment, we can provide juvenile salmon with a better chance of survival during this critical life stage.
If we leave a boat or a creosote piling laying on a beach, it's going to do more harm than it is good. So the decisions we make today could save the planet, could save the species.
We know that we can make a difference, and we depend on you, our donors, to assist us in making that happen.